Hi, this is Dreama, and today we are doing a relationship reading. And as always, I know the name of the client, and they know their name, but I won't be saying it in this video. Now, today we're going to be using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot again. It's actually one of my favorite decks, and I use it quite often. Now, today's reading is going to be a 7-card spread, and I'll explain those once I get it all laid out, but let me get these done first. I actually shuffled these quite a bit before I turned the camera on, but I just wanted to do it just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now, like I said, this is going to be a 7-card spread. I'm going to move my camera back because I'm not sure it's getting everything in there. Okay. Alright, now the 3 cards on this side, these cards will represent the client. The card in the center is our outcome card. And the card on my right, this is the 3 cards that will tell us about the other person, not the client. So basically what we're going to do is see what's going on with each individual and what the possible outcome is, okay? I'm going to start with the client, okay? And we have the King of Swords, and we have the 3 of Swords, and the High Priestess, okay? I'm going to start with the King of Swords. This actually is a very powerful card, and it gives us a little bit of insight into the client and, you know, their state of mind and kind of what's going on with them. And like I said, it's a really powerful card. And I'm not sure how well you can see, but there is a man that kind of looks like a king, and he has one sword that is pointing down. And what I'm getting from this card is that I think the client is kind of the person that, is all about right and wrong and black and white. And it's hard for them to see things in the gray area, if that makes sense. That's just part of their personality. They're a person that's very big on responsibility and doing what they think is right. They also are someone that prides themselves in wanting a partner that is equal to them. Not someone that is above or below them. They want someone to walk along beside them. Okay, now let's talk about the 3 of Swords. Now, this is an interesting card. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but this card is basically, this is about pain. And this tells me that somewhere along the line, the things that the client had wanted out of life, out of love, out of relationships, just hadn't worked out well. There's been a lot of pain and suffering. Someone has caused a lot of pain and suffering in the client's life in the past. And that person, I really believe, left some emotional scars that lay deep within the client. It's something that affects you on a daily basis. I'm almost sure of that. Something that you worry about. I'm getting that it was probably a past relationship that had gone completely wrong, and there was just a lot of emotional pain for the client, okay? All right, next we have the High Priestess. And again, that's a very powerful card. I'm not sure how well you can see the image because those cards are kind of dark. But, the High Priestess is, to me, what I get from this is about wisdom and knowing things and knowledge. And what that tells me is that whatever's happened to the client in the past, it looks as though you've learned some lessons from those things. And it's actually helped you grow and become a better person. So the past that has bothered you, and I still believe bothers you some today, is something that you've learned to live with and something that you have learned lessons from to help you in your life so that things will be better in the future. Okay? All right, next let's move to the other person. Okay? And we have the 4 of Wands. And we have the Hermit and the Sun. Okay. I'm going to start up here with the Hermit. Now, this tells me that this other person, that they're actually the kind of person that doesn't like to share a lot of things. There's a lot of things, feelings and things like that, that they keep deep inside, almost pulling themselves within to like a big cocoon, so that they really don't want to let anyone in. And I believe that comes from a fear of being hurt sometime in the past. They just don't want to actually open up with other people. It's something that's very difficult for them. But to be honest with you, I think that it would be very good for this person to do that. However, it's something they're really reluctant to do. They don't want to talk to other people about their innermost feelings, okay? All right, next we have the Four of Wands. Now, this to me is, I mean, I'm not sure if you can see, but there are four bands of light that are going up to form, I guess it would be kind of like a square. And what I get from this is a sense of completeness. And what that tells me, this person is seeking this completeness. They're seeking the other half to make them whole. However, because they don't want to share things with other people, that makes actually a hindrance. So what they want is really not achievable by the way they are, if that makes sense. They want a partner that will make them feel complete in all ways. Love, sex, financially, everything. They want everything. The problem is they don't want to open up to others about their feelings. So what that tells me is that this person has goals and wants and needs. The problem is getting them to share it and getting them to open up and actually let others know how they're thinking and feeling. Okay, and last we have the Sun. Now, this is an interesting card because, again, what I'm getting from this is that this is something this person wants. It looks like they're almost wanting to have this bright future, this future where everything is complete. We have these that are going to a point, and we have a circle, which is the Sun, which is complete. This person is seeking something. They're seeking the other half to the whole to make them complete. And that is how they feel. They really think, and I think this person really believes that the client is that person. That the client will make them feel complete in all ways. The problem, though, is that this person doesn't want to open up and share with everyone or the client just how they feel. But I really think that they have some deep love and a emotional and spiritual connection to the client, and they know it and they want it, but there is something that is blocking it. There's some sort of block that this person has deep inside, and I don't know if it's a wound from the past, but there's something that is causing them not to open up. Okay, all right, and last we have the outcome card, the Empress. Now, this is an interesting card because, you know, the Empress is, I'm not sure if you can see, but, you know, she's kind of surrounded by flowers, okay? And what this tells me is that it looks like on the surface things will work out well, but if you look just a little bit deeper into the card, I think there will be a lot of fruitfulness, a lot of good things that will come out of this relationship. However, it will not come without much difficulty, because I'm not sure if you can see the card, but the Empress in the card is actually with child. And, you know, childbirth is not easy, okay? It comes with much difficulty, but there's great joy from that difficulty. And that's what I'm getting for this overall outcome, is that I really think the overall outcome will be good, but it will not come without much difficulty, okay? All right, that does conclude my reading for today, and I would like to thank everyone for joining me, and I do hope to see you all again.